The Infinix Note 8i is one of those phones that best describe the term you can't eat your cake and have it. Hey guys, welcome back. Tech Mayor here. Oh wow, it's been a long time I said that. Infinix releasing another Note device just a few months after releasing the Note 7 and the Note 7i puts you in this position where you ask yourself, okay, which should I buy? Should I go for the Note 7, the Note 7i, Note 8 or Note 8i, or just wait for the Note 9i? So we have the same display as the Infinix Note 8, a 720p LCD display. The media consumption is just as enjoyable as the Note 8 with 6 more pixels per inch. The design on the back is called a diamond cut, which is made out of plastic, and the case is provided in the box, a TPU case for those fingerprint smudges. Also, we have the camera at the back, which is housing a quad camera setup of 48 megapixel main shooter lens, 2 megapixel for macro, 2 megapixel for depth, and 2 megapixel for QVGA respectively. The headphone jack is still present as expected. The power/fingerprint sensor and all other keys are still in the same spot. And just like the Note 8, we also have the Type-C. I honestly thought Infinix would not add the Type-C here, but I'm glad to see that this phone shares a lot of internals with the more expensive Note 8. The Note 8i is slightly shorter than the Note 8 at 6.7 inch compared to the 6.9 inch on the Note 7 or Note 8. For me, I feel the Note 8i is just the perfect thing, though it has slightly more bezel than the Infinix Note 8. Now, if the Infinix Note 8 the Note 8i was to have all of the features, like everything inside the Note 8 ported inside the Note 8i, I prefer the size of the Note 8i. That's for me. What about you? And performance on this is just as the same as the Note 8i. They both share the same Helio G80 gaming-centric chipset. But the difference is you have an option of 4GB RAM and 6GB. So for the 4GB RAM, you have the 64GB of storage. You also have the 4GB RAM 128GB of storage. Then you have the 6GB 128GB of storage. Even though the Infinix Note 8i shares the same Helio G80 as the Infinix Note 8, the gaming experience was slightly different. You won't notice it as much, but it's there. Side by side, the whole process just felt smoother on the Infinix Note 8. We also have Android 10 here and the Infinix Custom XOS. The Infinix Note 8i is your average, good for the money budget smartphone situation going on. Comparing this with the Infinix Note 8, you'll be left to pick between a better camera or a performance. Even the performance itself is not as solid as the Infinix Note 8. To match up the performance of the Infinix Note 8, you have to pick up the 6GB variant, which is almost as expensive as the Infinix Note 7. And talking about camera, the Note 8i is packing a 48 megapixel main shooter lens, a 2 megapixel macro lens, a 2 megapixel QVGA, and a 2 megapixel depth lens. And if you ask me, I would say they should just scrap the whole 2 megapixel lenses you attach to phones just to make the whole camera layout look beautiful. I think phones should not have like a lot of cameras to be good. I've seen phones with just one single camera sensor, and well, you know the rest of the story. So this also shoots videos at 2K 30 frames, just like the Note 8, and the 8 megapixel selfie camera also shoots 1080p videos at 30 frames per second, just like the Note 8. Battery is 5200 mAh. This is charged via a Type-C with the 18-watt fast charge provided in the box. It takes about 2 hours to charge this from 0 to 100, and this will conveniently take you through the end of the day without worrying to charge your phone, even if you're a heavy user. So right now, it feels like everything on the Infinix Note 8 is being ported over to the Infinix Note 8i. But what sets these two apart? First is camera. We have the 48 megapixel camera on the Infinix Note 8i and 64 on the Infinix Note 8. And we have a slightly smaller size. Honestly, I think this is the perfect size. And the Note 8i also gives you an option of 4GB RAM and 6GB RAM at different price range. The 4GB 64GB variant goes for 64,000 naira, then the 6GB 64GB variant goes for 72,000 naira, then the 6GB 128GB variant goes for 78,000 naira. So basically what you're giving up if you're buying the Note 8i, which is a lot cheaper than the Infinix Note 8 and around the same price range as the Infinix Note 7 right now, is just the 64 megapixel camera and being able to have a 4GB or a 6GB variant. And one other thing, you have a better looking bokeh selfie on the Note 8. You also get the same colors, which are grey, blue, and green. So what do you think about the Note 8i? Is it worth it? Do you see yourself buying this, or you intend to wait for the Note 9i or the Note 9, which will come with definitely it's going to come with the Android 11. Shout out to Royal Lines for providing these units for review. If you can't use my affiliate link, you can head up to their store and get one of this for cheap. And also they have a program which lets you buy phones and then you can pay later. Yes, that kind of thing. And I would love to see all your thoughts about the Infinix Note 8i in the comments below. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you haven't, and click on the notification bell and select all to keep in touch. My name is Chika, this is Tech Mayor. I'll see you in the next one.